Hey everybody, do watch this recording. In this video I have solved few numericals based on the formula of upthrust and principle of flotation. So let's start. Now we know that upthrust depends upon the density of the liquid and the volume of the uh, body or volume of the liquid displaced. So if I write that in form of equation, it will be like force upthrust depends upon the density of the liquid, volume of the liquid displaced, which is equal to the volume of the body in case of immersed object, and acceleration due to gravity. So this is the formula for upthrust. As you can see, this is the formula. Okay, and we have derived this formula from this equation of the pressure rho hg. We know that liquid pressure depends upon the height and density of the liquid. So using this formula we can derive the formula for the upthrust. So we need to know why does liquid exert upthrust. So suppose that there is a container, it is having liquid, and there is a small object within the liquid. So we know that due to the pressure at the bottom will be more as compared to pressure at the top. Why? Because liquid pressure increases with the height. So as you go downward with the depth, pressure increases. So at the bottom pressure will be more as compared to the top. So that's why liquid try to push the thing in upward direction. So with the help of pressure exerted by the liquid, we can derive the formula for the upthrust. So what is the formula for pressure? Pressure is nothing but pressure is nothing but force per unit area, right? So force per unit area, that's it, rho hg. Now let me bring A on this side. So if I bring A on this side, see my equation will be like F is equal to rho, let me erase this part here, let me create some space over there, rho, okay, let me bring A on this side. So A into H is already there and G is already there. Now what is A into H? For a cylindrical object, let me draw it once again. There was an object in the water. For a cylindrical object, A into H is nothing but the formula of the volume of the object. Okay, area into height. So area into height is volume of the object. So as you can see, we have derived this equation, which is a formula for the upthrust, using the formula of pressure. So due to the pressure difference, liquid exert upthrust, and upthrust depends upon volume of the object and density of the liquid. So more density, more upthrust, and more volume of the object means more upthrust. So let me show you one picture. In this picture, both there is a ball, metallic ball, and hull. Okay, this is hull. So hull will displace more volume of the water as its volume is more. So upthrust will be more on this hull. Okay. So what is the formula for upthrust? Rho, which is the density of the liquid, volume of the object, and acceleration due to gravity. So there are two factors basically, density and volume. So this is formula for the upthrust. Now there is one more formula using which we can calculate the upthrust. That is in terms of true weight and apparent weight. So as you can see here, the stone is tied to that spring balance using the thread. So this is the true weight, weight in air. We call it true weight or actual weight. Okay, true weight or actual weight. So we know that in water or in liquid, weight decreases. So as you can see here, if you immerse this stone in the water, its weight will decrease. We call it apparent weight. Okay, and the difference between real weight and apparent weight will give you the upthrust exerted by the liquid. It is also known as buoyant force. So the bottom line is there are two formulas using which we can calculate the upthrust. So let me write down the formula here for the upthrust. First formula is in terms of density of the liquid, volume of the liquid and acceleration due to gravity. Second formula is upthrust, also known W1 true weight minus W2 apparent weight. Okay, so in terms of words it will be like upthrust is equal to true weight or actual weight, true weight minus apparent weight, oops, I hope you can see that. So there are two formulas. This is formula number 1 and this is formula number 2. So using these two formulas we are going to solve few numericals. So let's begin. So this solved numerical is from your textbook, although we have solved it during the lectures. Okay, I'm not going to solve it here. You can pause this video and you can check the solution here. True weight is given, that is weight in the air, and apparent weight is also given, the weight in water, and we need to calculate the upthrust. So we know the upthrust is weight in air minus weight in water. So 200 minus 190, your answer will be 10 gram force. So similar type of numerical was asked in 2020 board exam, I mean this year's board exam. Let me show you that as well. Yeah, check this one everybody. A body weighs 550 gf in air, this is true weight, and 370 in water, that is apparent weight. We need to calculate the upthrust. So let me calculate upthrust here, which is nothing but real weight minus apparent weight. So I can directly solve it here. 550 minus 370, right? So that is going to be 180 gram force, isn't it? Yeah, 180 gram force. So like I said, this type of numerical they ask based on the formula of upthrust. Now, so there is one more formula for the upthrust in terms of density and volume, isn't it? Yeah. So using this formula we can solve the second part. Check the second part. Second part says that what is the volume of the body. So volume के लिए second formula. So we have already calculated the value of upthrust acting on the body, that is 180 gram force. So let me erase this part now. This is not required. Okay, I hope you have understood how much that upthrust we have got is 180 gram force, apparent real weight minus apparent weight. तो ठीक है, मैं यहाँ पे वैल्यू पुट अप करता हूँ. अपथ्रस्ट हमें मिला है 180 ग्राम फोर्स, राइट. Second thing is density. Density of the water is 1 in CJ system. Volume we need to calculate G. So G will get cancelled. This is the shortcut method. So what is going to remain? 180. So V is equal to 180 centimeter cube. Okay, so using this formula we can calculate the volume. Okay, same type of numerical is given in the textbook as well. Body weight 450 gram force in air and 350 gram force in water, completely immersed. Okay, so first of all we can calculate the upthrust. So I'm directly calculating it. Apparent, you have to write the formula first, but I'm directly doing it. True weight minus apparent weight, isn't it? So that is going to be 140 gram force. That's it. We have calculated the upthrust. Second, loss in the weight of the body. So loss is 140 gram force, which is equal to the upthrust. Now first, volume of the body. Since we have got the upthrust, we can calculate the volume of the body. So let me write the upthrust value here. 140 gram force. Yeah, I hope you can see that this will be 140 gram force, isn't it? 140 minus 310, 140 gram force. Okay, so what is the second formula? Density volume G. अच्छा, F कितना मिला है? 140, right? Density of the water is not mentioned here. So density of the water is 1. Volume we need to calculate. And we know that Gg will get cancelled क्योंकि यहाँ ये मैंने incomplete लिखा है. That will be 140 gram force, right? So Gg will get cancelled. We can directly cancel it. And my final answer is 140. Unit will be centimeter cube. So this type of numerical was asked this year board exam. Okay, we have solved it. Acha. So now let me move on to this others numericals as well. Check this one, everybody. A piece of brass weighing 175 in gram force and 150 gram force in water. Okay, so let's calculate the upthrust. So let's calculate the upthrust. Yeah, upthrust. Then we can calculate the volume, isn't it? चलो ठीक है. What is the volume of the brass piece? Second, why does brass piece weigh less in water? Due to upthrust. Now this is a concept based question. We know that weight in the water is less because of the upthrust. Chalo, let's find out the volume then. And we know the formula, right? Formula is rho Vg. But we need upthrust. So let me calculate the upthrust first. The true weight and my apparent weight is given. So I'm directly putting the value. True weight is 170 and apparent weight is 150. So sorry, 175. It's 175. I'm going pretty fast actually. So 25 GF is my upthrust. So using this information I can find out the volume using second formula for the upthrust. Okay, so let me erase this part here. Let me create some space over there. So चलो ठीक है, ये फॉर्मूला मैं लिखता हूँ. रो वी जी या मौला. Okay, 25, right? How much we have got? 25 GF. Density of the water, since it is water, so density will be 1. So in place of density I'll put 1. Now what is left? Volume and G. So Gg we can directly cancel, no problem. So volume is 25. Unit will be 7 centimeter cube. So numericals are easy. Okay, you just need to remember the formula. Sometime you know what, you have to convert the values from CGS to SI system. In that case it could be little bit difficult, but most of the time numericals are straightforward. You just need to put the values in the formula and get the answer. Oh boy, I'm going very fast. Acha, let's check this one now. A body of mass 3.5 kg displaces 1000 centimeter cube of water when fully immersed inside it. So check this one out. Suppose that there is a water in the container and there is a sphere in the water. Okay, so initial level is something different, and when you immerse the sphere or body, final level will be different. So how much the amount of water is displacing here? 1000. So the volume of the body will be equal to the volume of the water displaced. So we have seen this during the practical. V2 minus V1 will give you volume of the body. So they have mentioned here 1000 centimeter cube of water is getting displaced, right? So it means the volume of the body will be 1000 centimeter cube. So एक तो हमें आंसर मिल गया. वॉल्यूम ऑफ द बॉडी. ओके, कॉन्सेप्ट बेस्ड है, उसमें कुछ सॉल्व नहीं करना है. अच्छा, सेकेंड वन, अप थ्रस्ट ऑन द बॉडी वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट and then apparent weight of the body in the water. So basically there are two formulas using which we can calculate up thrust. चलो ठीक है, true weight नहीं दिया है, apparent weight नहीं दिया है, it means I will use second formula, rho vg वाला, right? So the density of the water is 1000, right? Density of the water कितना होता है? अगर मैं ग्राम फोर्स में लेता, अच्छा सीजीएस सिस्टम है, सीजीएस सिस्टम में 1 हो जाएगा. अच्छा, वॉल्यूम कितना दिया है? 1000 है, और ग्राम, सॉरी वन मोर ज़ीरो, राइट? सो दिस विल बी 1000 ग्राम फोर्स इज माई अप थ्रस्ट. सो 1000 मीन्स 1 किलोग्राम, isn't it? Yeah. 1000 gram force means 1 kilogram force. So either you write 1000 gram force or 1 kg up, they both are correct. No need to convert this into SI unit. But you know what, we have to calculate apparent weight as well. So we have got the up thrust, let's calculate the apparent weight. So let me erase this. I hope you understood the solution over there. I'm going pretty fast actually, because we have already solved this numerical during the lectures. So check this one. Now I need to calculate apparent weight. So I will use second formula. True weight, let me write it as WT. Apparent weight WA. चलो ठीक है, apparent weight मुझे find out करना है. Up thrust I have got 1 kgf, right? So यहाँ पे solve करता हूँ. Up thrust मुझे मिला 1 kgf. अच्छा, ट्रू वेट दिया है क्या? यस, ट्रू वेट इज दिस, अ बॉडी ऑफ मास 35 किलोग्राम, दैट इज ट्रू वेट इन एयर. सो 3.5 किलोग्राम मीन्स 3.5 kgf हो जाएगा वो, राइट? चलो, एंड आई नीड टू कैलकुलेट apparent weight. दैट्स इट. नाउ आई विल ब्रिंग apparent weight ऑन दिस साइड. सो ये कितना हो जाएगा बेसिकली? 3.5 minus 1, that is going to be 2.5. okay, that is going to be 2.5. so let me write here down below, that will be 2.5 kgf. so I hope you understood the solution over there. Now let me solve one more such type of numerical. Now this numerical was given as a homework. I hope you have done it at home. चलो ठीक है. No, अच्छा, two spheres A and B, each of volume 1000 centimeter cube, placed on water. Okay, two spheres are there. Sphere A is made up of density 0.3, which is less than the density of water, and sphere B is made up of iron. Okay, we have to calculate the weight of each of the sphere. So weight के लिए formula क्या है? m into g, isn't it? लेकिन mass नहीं दिया है, तो we have to replace the mass. So density का formula क्या है? mass per unit volume. So m की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा? rho v g. So which is equal to the value formula of the up thrust. Okay, density is given, volume is given, I can find out the weight. So let me solve it here. Weight of the first sphere A. So उसका वॉल्यूम कितना है? दोनों का वॉल्यूम 1000 है, राइट? सो दोनों का वॉल्यूम कितना है? 1000 है. चलो ठीक है. ए का डेंसिटी कितना है? क्योंकि डेंसिटी से मल्टीप्लाई करना है ना, तो ए का डेंसिटी कितना है? 0.3 3 into g. So this will be 300 gram force. 300 gram force for the sphere A. Let's check the answer. Yeah, oh dear, ओ डियर, वॉल्यूम 100 है, मैंने 1000 लिया है, वॉल्यूम इज़ 100, आई पुट 1000, तो एक ज़ीरो कम कर देते हैं, एक ज़ीरो कैंसिल, सो मेरा आंसर कितना हो जाएगा 30 ग्राम फोर्स हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो मैंने यहाँ पे एक मिस्टेक किया, 100 है, मैंने 1000 ले लिया, चलो ठीक है कोई बात नहीं। तो मेरा वेट आ गया स्फीयर ए के लिए। नाउ लेट मी कैलकुलेट द वेट ऑफ द स्फीयर बी यूजिंग सेम फार्मूला। सो लेट मी इरेज एवरीथिंग हियर। सो वेट रो वी जी फॉर द सेकेंड स्फीयर। ओके, तो सेकेंड स्फीयर का डेंसिटी कितना है, इट्स आयरन, सो इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ आयरन, सो इसका डेंसिटी इज़ गिवन। volume is same for both of them, that is 100 and G. Okay, so if we multiply these two, this will be 890 gram force, isn't it? Yeah, so this is the weight of the second sphere. So we have calculated the weight of the each sphere. Now we need to calculate the सेकेंड पार्ट में क्या बोला है, अप थ्रस्ट ऑन ईच स्फीयर। सो अप थ्रस्ट का फॉर्मूला क्या है, वो इसके जैसा ही है बेसिकली, रो वी जी। सो लेट मी सॉल्व इट ऑन द नेक्स्ट पेज। अच्छा, सेकेंड पार्ट में क्या बोला है बेसिकली, अप थ्रस्ट ऑन ईच स्फीयर। सो अप थ्रस्ट का फॉर्मूला क्या है, रो वी जी, इजंट इट? चलो ठीक है, let me calculate it for the first sphere was wood, right? so wood का हमें वेट कितना मिला था, वुड का हमें वेट मिला था 30 ग्राम फोर्स, राइट? 30 ग्राम फोर्स was the weight of the wood. So we know that wood floats in water. सो फ्लोटिंग बॉडी के लिए जो अप थ्रस्ट है इट्स इक्वल टू द वेट ऑफ द बॉडी अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फ्लोटेशन। सो इसके लिए भी अप थ्रस्ट 30 ग्राम फोर्स आ जाएगा, 30 ग्राम फोर्स विच इज़ इक्वल टू द वेट ऑफ द स्फीयर। यू डोंट हैव टू कैलकुलेट इट, यू कैन डायरेक्टली से दैट फॉर अ फ्लोटिंग बॉडी अप थ्रस्ट इज इक्वल टू वेट ऑफ द बॉडी। सो उसका वेट हमने फाइंड आउट किया था, 30 ग्राम फोर्स आया था, सो दैट विल बी इक्वल टू द अप थ्रस्ट फॉर अ फ्लोटिंग बॉडी। नाउ लेट मी कैलकुलेट द अप थ्रस्ट ऑफ दिस आयरन स्फीयर। सो अप थ्रस्ट फार्मूला वी विल यूज दिस वाला, रो वी जी, दिस इज फॉर सिंकिंग बॉडी। तो ठीक है, डेंसिटी ऑफ द लिक्विड कितना है, 1। ओके, सो डेंसिटी ऑफ द लिक्विड इज 1। चलो ठीक है, वॉल्यूम ऑफ द स्फीयर वो तो दिया हुआ है ना, 100, ठीक है, 100 एंड जी, isn't it? So this will be 100 gram force. So up thrust acting on iron ball will be 100 gram force. This is the formula for the up thrust. अच्छा, ये फार्मूला हमने वुड के लिए यूज़ क्यों नहीं किया, क्योंकि वुड है ना फ्लोट करता है बेसिकली। सो फॉर अ फ्लोटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट अप थ्रस्ट विल बी इक्वल टू इट्स वेट। सो उसमें कुछ सॉल्व करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बेसिकली। सो दीज आर द सॉल्यूशंस एवरीबॉडी। ओके, पहले तो हमने वेट फाइंड आउट किया बोथ द ऑब्जेक्ट्स का, एंड यू विल सी हियर फॉर अ फ्लोटिंग बॉडी अप थ्रस्ट इज इक्वल टू वेट ऑफ द बॉडी which is according to the principle of flotation. फिर हमने फाइंड आउट किया अप थ्रस्ट ऑन ईच बॉडी। सो 100 ग्राम फोर्स अप थ्रस्ट आया आयरन के लिए, करेक्ट? उसको मैं यहाँ पे, अगर यहाँ पे स्पेस बनता है तो मैं यहाँ पे भी सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ, रो वी जी। सो डेंसिटी ऑफ द वाटर 1 है और स्फीयर का वॉल्यूम भी 100 है। ओके, सो 100 जी this will be 100 gram force, isn't it? So first we have to calculate the weight and then we have to calculate the upthrust. Now further it is mentioned which sphere will float. So obviously the sphere B, which is made up of iron, it will float. It will sink. And the first sphere, which is made up of wood, its density is less, so it will float. Now let's check this one. This is going to be a homework. Okay, a volume of 100 centimeter cube, weight in air is given, true weight is given, completely immersed in a liquid of density, liquid density is also given. We need to calculate the upthrust and weight of the body in the liquid, means apparent weight. Weight of the body in the liquid means apparent weight. So what is the first formula for the upthrust? Rho Vg. See, density of the liquid is given, okay, 1.8 10⁻³ volume is also given. All you need to do is put the value in the formula, but here volume is given in centimeter cube, so we need to convert it into meter cube, isn't it? So मैं यहाँ पे कर देता हूँ उसको 100. सेंटी का मीनिंग कितना होता है? सेंटी मीन्स 1/100, isn't it? and क्यूब है, so 10⁻³ अच्छा, चेक दिस वन. ये कितना हो जाएगा बेसिकली 100, नीचे कितना हो जाएगा 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros, क्योंकि क्यूब है ना, so 3 × 2 6. तो अभी 1 2 1 2 2 zeros will get cancelled, right? So we have to convert weight. We have to convert this centimeter cube into meter cube. तो सेंटी का वैल्यू कितना होता है 10⁻². ये मेथड थोड़ा इजी रहेगा मेरे ख्याल से. 10⁻³ क्यूब है ना, चलो ठीक है. now this is going to be 100. ये कितना हो जाएगा 3 × 2 -6 हो जाएगा, राइट? सो इफ आई सॉल्व इट दिस विल बी -4 मीटर क्यूब. अच्छा, so 100 centimeter cube means 10⁻⁴ meter cube. Okay, I have got the volume. Let me put it in the formula. So what is my formula? Rho Vg. So density is given 1.8 into 10⁻³, okay, and volume, how much volume did I get? Was it 10⁻⁴? Yeah. And G. So this is going to be, अच्छा इसका if I solve it this will be 10⁻⁻1. okay, so my final answer will be 0.18 kgf. oh dear. So you know what, first of all we need to convert this 100 centimeter cube into meter cube, and then we can put the value in the formula. Okay, this is upthrust. True weight is given. I can find out the weight of the body in the liquid, means apparent weight. So that is homework for you.